Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Now, if you follow the channel, you probably know I do like sport and watching sport, um, mainly the latter. And every summer is just fantastic. There's always cricket. There's always some football tournament somewhere. There's rugby in the Southern Hemisphere. There's obviously tennis season is summer. The main golf season is summer. All the majors. The Formula One runs through summer. And I've been trying to follow a lot of that this year and completely forgotten virtually that the Tour de France was on. We've done a couple of puzzles about the Tour de France in the past, and today we have one based on The Route by Pol Pot. I was thinking I was missing it because a couple of days ago I heard that Tadej Pogacar had actually sort of been heavily beaten in a stage. But then I checked now, and yesterday he won on the Tourmalet, destroying his main rival Jonas Vingegaard, knocking the leader out of the race, and basically he's in a procession now, I reckon, for the rest of this Tour de France to equal the number of Tour de France wins. And Tadej Pogacar, unfortunately, is rather redefining the race and making the general classification, at least, not much of a contest. He's so good. I mean, hats off to him. Anyway, that's enough from me about sport. You don't want to hear about that. You probably do want to hear about what's going on the channel. So today, crossword masterclass video, and it's me today rather than Simon. Also on Patreon, if you're interested in the cryptic crosswords, we've got the solve of Saber's incredible recent listener. We've got a new gridogram video as well today, connections as well. Simon solving the GCHQ has gone to the main channel. Obviously on the main channel, we also have the streams we've been doing every week. If you go to the live section, we've got Minute Cryptic and Wordle in a Minute. If you go to the shorts, and of course, 2 Sudoku videos a day, bringing you loads of content. Also on Patreon, additionally, the Detective Pet Sudoku Hunt by Sandra and Nala, and by Panthera. That's fantastic. Do check it out. We've got, what else? We've got so much going on. We've got all of our apps, which include Line Sudoku, but also Classic Sudoku 2 and the Worms. We've got merch like Cracking the Cryptic mug and Marty Sears Rat Run merch. Loads going on. Check the description field if you want to engage with it all. It is great fun. But let's have a look at the rules of TDF, The Route by Pol Pot. And these rules are very much framed on the version I'm reading in terms of the race and explaining how they work. So I'll try and trim that down so it's a manageable block of text above my head to explain the rules. So normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. Of course, the grid is yellow. I reckon that's a nod to the maillot jaune, the yellow jersey worn by the race leader. We have to draw a 1 cell wide path through the centers of cells, starting at the rider and ending at the medal. There it is. The path moves orthogonally between cells, so only vertically and horizontally. It may not branch or visit any cell more than once. It's an entropy path. Every set of 3 consecutive digits, might be there, along the path must contain a low from 1, 2, 3, a middly digit from 4, 5, 6, and a high one from 7, 8, 9. Every group of 3 must contain one each of those. Each mountain cell, these two, lies on the path. The path must travel. Why can't I read the sentence? The path must travel straight vertically through each mountain cell. If the digit in a mountain cell is n, then that mountain is part of a vertical straight section of length n. The sums of the digits above and below the mountain within that section must differ by n. The sums of the digits above and the digits below the mountain within that section must differ by n. and the length is n as well. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot for n to do. Each flat road cell lies on the path. The path must travel straight horizontally through each flat road cell. If the digit in a flat road cell is n, then that road is part of a horizontal straight section of length n. The sum of the digits to the left and the right of the road within that section must differ by n. That's exactly the same as the mountains rule, only turned on its side. Checkered flag. Each checkered flag lies on the path. The path must turn at each flag with one straight horizontal stage and one straight vertical stage meeting at the flag. If the digit in a flag cell is n, then both stages have length n, including the flag cell itself. As part of the length of the stage, I see. The sums of the non-flag digits in the two stages must differ by n. So I'm just going to say if this was 3, sorry, I'm trying to just do that one, and the path went through these cells, that would be fine because the length is 3 there, and these would have a, if you sum those and sum those, the difference between those two sums would be 3. That's my understanding of that. And finally, soigneurs, a soigneur or standing man cell is not on the path, but a digit in a soigneur cell indicates the number of the path cells in the up to 8 surrounding cells. So that's counting how many path cells are there in a sort of minesweeper way. I thought a soigneur was a cyclist member of the team who helps care for the team leader or the team general classification rider. Anyway, that is not the point. Do give it a try on that first link under the video. Those rules they're quite long to express, but they're quite simple to understand, I think, as well, although I will keep an eye on them as we go. Do give it a try. I'm going to start now. Join me, if you will, on the route. Let's get cracking, and I definitely need the pen tool today. So we were given certain bits of information. It's an entropy line. I should know what the standard color of an entropy line is. Is it teal or something? Or is it the peach one? Let's draw an orange path. Anyway, it goes horizontal through every road stage. It goes vertical through every mountain stage. So those are free lines to draw. Now, it's in a corner there, so it must turn at the corner because we know where the start and finish are. The bane of my life is these puzzles where there is a start and a finish on a line, and that spoils all your deductions about corners and everything. But anyway. Right. I guess one thing we know, yeah, I do know something about these paths that go through roads and mountains. One, the totals of the two sides differ by the number in the cell, which can't be 0. So those totals can't be equal. The sums of both sides can't be equal. Now that's relatively important here because it means that is not the end of the vertical stretch. And both of these paths must therefore extend, because if that was the end, if the path turned there, these two cells would have to be the same, i.e. that digit. Or no, they're different. Oh, hang on. No, I'm wrong. It could turn there. Oh, bother. Their difference is expressed in this. But, this would be giving the length. So if this path did turn here, that would be a 3, and that would also be the difference between those cells. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood the rule. I've got it now. I was hoping to extend this path to there and know it would turn, because obviously the path doesn't go all the way up to here. So, I mean, okay, one of these is definitely not a 3, maybe both of them. I was going to say, not even this couldn't be a 6, because that would involve a 4-cell stretch and a 1-cell stretch, but they're not trying to be equal. The mountain would be expressing the difference between them, and that difference would then be 6. Oh, this cell is either a 3 or a 4, because the path goes at least that far and can't go further than that, or it would crash here. So that is 3 or 4, but is that a middly digit or a low one? I don't know. Wow, I really don't know much about this puzzle. I thought we had a bit of a start on it, and now I'm realizing we absolutely don't. Okay, so gonna have to think this out. That is a 3 or a 4. This one is at least 3, but this path could be quite long. If you made it 15 against 9, that would be a 6. It could be up to 7 cells long up the side here. Oh, but the path is going through this cell. Right. If the path turned here, let me read the flag cell rules again. The path must turn at each flag, with one straight horizontal and one straight vertical stage meeting at the flag. If the digit in a flag cell is n, then both stages have length n, including the flag cell itself. So I believe that if the path turns into here, the length here is 2. And then, but then it could go down here, the route, and then this way and out. Oh, bother. I thought it was going to have to go up if that happened. Now, the slightly interesting thing is if this path carries on up to here, this has its horizontal leg going this way. It's only very slightly interesting, that. Okay, I have now got to the realization that I have no clue how to begin this puzzle. I mean, obviously, I've created a tiny bit of path down here. And after that, no idea what to do. Gonna have to think it through and find somewhere that matters in this puzzle. Just going to read through the rules again, ending in the middle. Oh, we've got the entropy rule. Oh, and we know this number, don't we? Yes, we do. We know this number, you fool. Each flat road cell, if the digit in a flat road cell is n, then that road is part of a horizontal straight section of length n. That is a 4. And 4 is the difference between this and this pair. And now this is not a 4 by Sudoku. Oh, we know the the entropy of 4. It is middly digit. Now that is 2 cells away. That can't be another middly digit. That must be a 3, which is low. And this one in between must be high. And now we know for this section of the route, we can alternate these, because once we know that those 3 are blue, red, yellow, we know that these 3, which have red, yellow there, need a blue. Then these, oh, I've got that one wrong. These 2 are yellow, blue, that becomes red. And we can just keep this pattern going, red, yellow, blue. And now we know that this digit is 5 or 6 on the mountain, and that the path keeps going north to a length of 5 or 6. So I can paint in red and yellow and the path along them. And 5 or 6 is the difference between this segment sum and that cell. Now we know that this flag does have a west-facing path. That's its horizontal start. This is only 3, so we do turn here, and we don't turn into the soigneur, who is off the path. So we do turn right. And now this digit, I believe that the rules are saying that this is a length of 3. I don't think it's you could count this on sort of, I think it's how many telegraph poles there are, not what the lengths between them are, if you see what I mean. I don't think that's 2, because it's a transition of 1 there and 1 more there. That's a 3. And then we have to go north 3 from there, I see. And then we have to turn from there. We can't turn right or we would cut off the path. So we turn left. Now this cell has to go further up, and this digit is a 6. And that means we have to turn here in what is a blue cell, and we turn into this. And this took me a long time to work this out, didn't it? That becomes red, that's yellow, that's blue. Oh, we can color all of these. This is marvelous. Yellow every 3 cells. Got that one wrong. I'm so bad at counting today. Red every 3, blue every 3. And look, this is justified. We've hit a 3 there. Of course, I'm still nervous that that might be meant to be interpreted as a 2, but I don't really think so. So these digits in the same box are 1 and 2. 5's in one of those cells. Try and turn it into a bit of sudoku here, because that's what I like to do. 4 or 5 there, 1 or 2 there, 5 or 6 here. And this is obviously a path, a road cell. So the length of this segment is 5 or 6, so it must go to this cell, which is then red. And maybe one more. Oh, okay, what's this length? This is a middly number, 4, 5, or 6. No, it's already 4. We could turn there. We can't turn north, obviously, because that would close off the path. This is good. This is good. We're making progress. I feel happy. That's 4, 5, or 6. These reds are 7, 8, or 9. The blues are 1, 2, or 3. I'm never afraid to go crazy pencil marking, and maybe I'll spot something if I do that. Or not. Now, this soigneur could be a 2 if that path carries on and never enters his orbit again. If it does, it could, I suppose it could come down here. Yeah, I don't know. It's not actually impossible for this to be an 8 and the path to use all these cells. I hadn't thought of that at all. I wish I hadn't now. Right. There aren't that many special cells when you think about it. There's these flags. Oh, and that flag is this 6 is the difference between this group and that. Oh, and this is high. Okay, things are getting a bit narrowed down. So let's maximize this and minimize this and see where we get to. A 9 here plus 6 there would require these to add up to 15. If that was its minimum 7, and this was a 4, and this was a 1, 2 pair, that would be 14. There's 1 degree of freedom there. So the 1 degree of freedom could come out of this cell. This is 9 or 8. It could come out of this cell. This is 7 or 8. I feel like that can't be a 3. Let's just check that out. 15 versus 7, 11, 12. No, it could be a 3. 1 and 2 was the minimum, so 1 and 3 is the 1 degree of freedom away from that. Oh, bother. Okay, down here as well, that is different from the sum of these by 4. These add up to a minimum of 9 and a maximum of 11. Well, that's what it's got to be. It's got to be 11 playing against 7 here. We've got digits. Right, that's a 1 by Sudoku. That's not 9. This is not 1. Now, here, 15 is the sum of these cells. And that hasn't changed anything. One of them is not minimal, because that would only add up to 14. That's all I know. Oh, but we've got this length segment. 3 is the difference between 7 and that, which is a 4. And this one is measuring the difference between that pair and this pair. And at first I thought that was going to be the way in, but I think the others have been easier to work with first. Oh, I am going to observe that these digits are from 5, 7, 8. This one is low, isn't it? 1, 2, or 3 there. I could colour it just because it's off the path. Why not? Okay, so now, okay, I was going to try and measure these against those, but it's quite simple in a way. To get a difference of 3, this is going to be 1 or 2 higher than that. Oh no, they could be the same actually. No, they can't be the same, because then you couldn't get a difference of 3 between one red number and one red and the other red number. So that can't be a 4. This is higher than that by 1 or 2. And I think that means this is higher than that by 1 or 2. So this can't be 7. And that's now a 5-6 pair, and this digit is a 4. That is not the digit that is taking the degree of freedom, unfortunately. So now what I know is that these two add up to 10. And that's not really good enough information. Okay, 5 or 6 is quite a big number. We've seen how... No, it's quite a big number because it's measuring the difference. If it was 5, it would be measuring the difference between reds plus the difference between blues. But neither of those differences can be more than 2. You can have a 1 in blue and a 3 in blue to give you a difference of 2. You can't have a smaller difference. So that cannot be 5 when it's measuring 2 of each colours. So that's a 6. That's intriguing. Does that work for this as well? I think it does. Whoa, yeah. We've got to at least a 5 here since that became a 4. So I can extend the line to there and colour that cell blue. And again, if this was a 5, it would be measuring the difference between those plus or minus the difference between those. You could never get to 5. So that's a 6 as well. And now we know that both of those paths extend to a 6th cell, both of those segments in the terminology of the rules. So we are getting quite a lot of our thing. Now we have to turn in both cases. This one can't turn south, so it must turn north into the checkered flag. The checkered flag is now measuring segment lengths of 2 and is a blue digit. That figures very neatly. This one is 1 or 3. That's a 4 or a 5. Oh, this digit is 5. And now maybe we do the addition here. So that's 6. Ah, no, this is harder. That 6 is measuring 5 as a difference between yellows on both ends. Then we have to add 1 on this side to that 5 to get to 6. So that's going to be, one of them is going to be 2 higher and the other is going to be 1 lower, because they can never be the same. Oh, and the 2 higher is going to be over this side. And that can't be 9 being higher than 7 there, because 7 is not an option here. I can't, oh, that was because of, why is 7 not an option here? Why have I ruled out 7 from this cell? Is that wrong? Oh, that was something to do with the 3, wasn't it? Yes. Oh, look at the 3. We had a 1 difference there. We need a 2 difference between these. That is 7, and that is 9. And now that is being higher than this, and it must be by 1, so that this can be higher than the other blue by 1. And now we should find they add up to 16. These add up to 10. That's a difference of 6. Exactly what we wanted. Wow, I love this. This is quite intricate, complicated maths, but very neatly done. Oh, we get a 2, 7 here. And the other one thing I know about this soigneur is his maximum is 5. So that's not a 7. And we've finished a row of the puzzle. We've gone up into this cell. We could turn right into the finish or left. Can't help wondering if that would block us off in terms of where we're going in the puzzle. Anyway, now we have to turn here. Even though 7 is a red digit, we can't go into it, and would be next along the line. We can't go into it because we have to make a turn for this 6 number. Now, I haven't done the computation here. I don't know if I can yet. That's going to be 4 or 5, excess of yellow on the left. Then we're going to have an excess of red or blue by 2, preponderantly on the left. But that could be, well, if that was a 4, we're going to have a preponderance of 2 on the left, which will have to be 1 each. Oh, this digit doesn't seem able to be higher than this digit anymore. Ah, well, that's interesting. So they have to give one away in this sum to the high. This must be the higher side because it's getting 4 or 5 there. These have to give at least one away. So I think that's a 5. These two are earning a difference of 2 to give 7 to the left, and this one is losing 1. So that's a 5. This is 9 versus 7, and it's then these that are giving 1 away, and I don't know how that happens. Like either that's 1 and that's 2, or that's 2 and that's 3. Beautiful, though. I didn't realize we could get all these digits. Neither of these are a 7, so they're a 5-8 pair. This fella, oh, we almost dare write a 2. Oh, actually, look at the digits that he can't be. 9, 8, 4, 7, 3, 1. He's 2, 5, or 6. Is there really any chance of the path coming down here? Do you know what? There isn't. If the path turned south here, let's just explain that. Then when it goes north again, and it must do because some of the path is on the north side of row 5, it would have to come through this cell. It can't go through the soigneur. It would have to go through there. And this count would be at least 3. So that's not happening. So this must turn north into a red cell, which we now know sees 9 and 7 and must be 8. And the next cell it will see is a blue cell. And now this guy is not going to see any more of the race. He's going to get a 2, those 2. Everything else, we need a 5 in row 7, that's there. And then we've got 6, 8, 9 still to place. Oh, this is so clever. I do really enjoy puzzles like this, I have to say. 8, 5, 9, 6, 7. One of those is a 2. These are from 1, 3, 4. Seeing the checkered flag in this cell made me think we'd hit the finish, but we haven't. That is the finish with the medal there. Oh, this digit, that can't be 3, 4, 6, or 7. Well, it's not 1 or 2 because we already know the length of the stretch is 3. So it's 5, 8, or 9. I'm slightly reluctant to believe that this path, this start goes all the way for a 9, but wouldn't it be fun if it did? If it did. Oh, we've got a 5 there. Oh my goodness, we've got a 5 there. So it does go 8 or 9. Oh, well, that has shocked me. It's got to go through all of these cells. Oh my goodness. Right. Well, 8 or 9 is a red digit. Oh, we don't quite know which way round this path goes, do we? Oh, that's so strange. I don't think I know which way round the path goes. Oh, by the way, that 2 is the difference between 5 and the other digit that it's going to see in its path, a 7 or a 3 in one of those cells. Actually, that's no help. Okay, we've done all of these cells down here. This fella is going to have a 2. Well, the path is not going to go here now because it would never get out. So the 2 cells he sees are these 2, and this cell must be a corner of the path. One of those digits, I was going to get excited. One of these digits has to be a 4 because it has to be middly, but we already knew by Sudoku one of them was a 4. This digit has to be high because it's touching a middly and a low in a group of 3. Oh, look, 5, 9, 3, 8, 6, 4, 7. This is a 1, 2 pair. And this is a 4, 7 pair. And that make, oh, well, this digit has been 8 for a long time. I just didn't see it. Just tidying up Sudoku. Now, this group of cells is 5, 8, 9. This is, okay, this is the one I need to work on. Can it be 9? Maybe that's the way to look at this. No, oh, we've got yellow there and red there, so that's great. Every 3 cells is the same color, so that's yellow. This is blue, and this is blue. This is red, and this is yellow. Now, I don't know if the question is, can that be 8 or can that be 9? If it's 9, 9 is the difference between this group total and this group total. And this group total would have 2 reds, 2 yellows and a blue. This would have a red, a yellow and a blue. And 9 subtracted from 45, the sum of each row, as you know very well, is 36. Divided by 2, if this was a 9, this group would add up to 18, and so would this group. And they would do it with a 5, let's go minimal, a 5 and a 4, and a 7, and a 1 and a 2. They add up to 19. That's no good. This is not a 9. This is an 8. The trouble is it an 8 going to this side, or I don't think it can be an 8 going to this side, because that would leave us with I'm just going to do Sudoku. This digit is 2, 3 or 7. So if the 8 went to this side, the total of the row would be 45 minus 2, 3 or 7. It would be either 43, 42 or some other odd number. It can't be an odd number because it would have 8 and a difference of 8 between those two. So that would have to be a 3. This set would add up to 42. Take out the 8, you're talking 34. Those would have to add up to 17 and be 9 and 8, and that would clash. So the 8 doesn't go to this side. This is on this bit of the root. It's a high digit from 2, 3 or 7. It's a 7. This digit is a 9. These are a 4, 6 pair. This one by Sudoku, this one by Sudoku is a 1. And that's 2 or 3. And the path is going to turn there into the checkered flag because of the 8. Right, now surely we can do the maths. On this side, we've got 15 plus 4 or 6. Well, let's do what's known. 15 minus 7 is 8. So that's the number already. So whatever this is has to be balanced by the difference between yellow. So that's a 2 with 6 over this side and 4 over this side. And that must be right. Oh, that 5 does 8, 5 down here. And that 2 now does 3, 2 here. And now surely much of this is Sudoku with a bit of luck. 3, 5 there, 1, 6 there, 9, 8 there. 1, 6, 8, 5, 9, 2. We've got 3, 4, 7 in these cells. This digit is blue. And, well, we know the number because it's a path of 2 coming down. Then we're going to go left or right. I imagine we're going to go there and connect up, but I don't know that. And 5 is different from this digit by 2. So we're going to get a 3 or a 7 in one of these cells. That almost looks impossible looking at the row. I hope it's not. I'm going to write a 2 in down here and colour my 2s. That 2 is the last 2 in the grid. Let's see if I can do a bit more Sudoku then. No, maybe not. Let's think about colours. So after yellow, blue, we need red. So we're either going to hit 7, we've got to turn, we're either going to hit 7 here or here. This one can't be 8 or 9. So one of these two is definitely a 7 in the row. I'm strongly suspicious that it's here, but let's not count any chickens. Oh, that digit is the last one in the row. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 on the root, losing its position. Right. This can't be 1 or 4. This one has become a 1. That is 4. That is 3. We can color those. And that is finally going to tell me what probably has been obvious for ages, that the root is going this way. From this red, we're going to have to find a blue, which is going to be a 1 in one of those cells. And then after that, we're going to have to find a yellow. So we can't go to a 1 up here, or we couldn't reach a yellow. That in the corner is blue. So we have to go to a 1 here. Something feels like it's going wrong now. Then a yellow here, which is 4 or 6. And that is not clearly where the 7 goes then. So now the 7 does go here, and the race does turn in and finish there, very unsurprisingly, on a 7. And this route on this side has to go blue, yellow, then it's going to go up here, red, and here blue. And that is going to connect it up and finish the route off. And this digit, these are 7 and 8. We know the order thanks to Sudoku. This is a yellow 4 or 6, so it's 6. That's 4. Now that's become a 6. 1 and 3 in this column, they can be done. The 1 sees a digit here that's been available for a long time. This is a 6-9 pair. Down the first column, we need a 7-1. 4-8-9 in this box gives us 8-4-9. That's an 8. In this box, we've got 5-6 here and 1-9 to finish off. Right. I'm saying right in a measured tone because I think I'm going to have to clean up the colors in a moment just before I finish. Or should we get rid of the colors? Let's get rid of the colors and just enjoy the route with the clarity of the road and mountain cells, flat stages and mountain cells. 9 here and a 5 here. And the route runs through quite a lot of the grid. Oh, I didn't connect it up there, did I? I think it has to connect there now. There's no real drama about that. So the route is fully connected. Quite predictably, we start with a flat stage, 1 checkered flag there, then another flat stage, another checkered flag, a mountain stage, a flat stage, a mountain stage, and a final flat stage, presumably the Champs-Élysées, before the finish of the Tour de France, and the yellow jersey is awarded. Chapeau! You've conquered the route and arrived in yellow on the Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. And that was a great puzzle. I've enjoyed that a lot in this summer of sport, just the sort of thing I want to be doing. Thank you so much for watching us on the channel. Absolute pleasure to have you with us. Do come back tomorrow. Bye for now.